Hi, welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Bison, and it's Tuesday, so that means we are playing some Cyberpunk Red. Welcome to Carnage Heights. Let's reintroduce our players, let's start with Sans.
I was ready. Uh, hey y'all. My name is Sarah. I also go by Sans on the Discord. You can find me here 3 times. Oh no, technically at least 3 times a week. Next week I think it'll be four because the Monday game is that next week. Yeah. Um, Today as Magic Broken Heart of the team, literally Silverlocke. Um, Thursday I'm the DM for the City Mist campaign, Deviant Paradox. And on Sunday, in our 7th Shadow of the Vaktum, I play Rosa Nyx. I am also in another game on a different channel, Force Blade Punks as Supernova. We're insane over there. Um, and I am working with the Scarred Adventurer on stuff and things that'll come out eventually. Back to our city.
Let's go with Exit next.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm going to be here on Monday as a character. Um, Still not ready. That's fine. We'll figure it out. It's a one shot. We fuck around and find out. Um, and I'm totally fine with that. Today I am here as Exit, our resident fixer. Um, and Thursdays as Nora, who you'll see take many forms on Thursday. And Sundays as Runa, our Viking badass. Otherwise, sometimes I'm in the Discord, other times I'm not really. Um, so if you can find me, I guess you found me. I'm gonna pass it back over to the city.
Awesome. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to watch that Monday game because I know who's in it, and it's going to be unhinged and Fafo as
Tea
fuck.
time with demons.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be Thursday. That's going to be also pretty wild.
Yes.
But lastly, since he spoke up and he's the only one left, Kraken.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Good night. I'm Carol, also known as Brilchan. And today I will be playing a character who now wants to change his name to Coir of Krakens because it was the last compliment from a friend that he thought is dead. And now he will also he still uses he him pronouns, but he will add the royal we because we are Hoir and we are multitudes and we are socialists. So that's today. He's very stable mentally, as you can see, and very addicted to different things, friendship mostly, and beer.
Addicted to
But
friendship?
yes, he picked his pack and he's gonna stick with you guys no matter what.
That's not it.
Nakama. That's not very good in Night City, but we will see in the near future. That is today. I am very happy to play. And also, I play at this channel in another game. It will be our finale this week, hopefully. Lucky 13 with Mad Pirates, and it's very fun. And also, Pirates versus Zombies game and everybody is badass and it's very cool. Come watch it. That's all from me. Back to you, City.
That is Up the Creek on Fridays.
Yeah,
They
sorry.
play at
House.
4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, if you're on that side of the country or this side of the country. It's a really good one. Check out the YouTube channel to check the backlog. The characters are really creative and it's a lot of fun to watch. I myself am Bison underscore Stonefist. I'm here a lot, which is a fancy way of saying I have no life. I'm here 4 nights a week. Tonight I'm running this game. Congratulations, you figured it out. Uh, n- um, Thursdays, I play Garrett Sakes, the I was going to say lovable emo, but that's not really true anymore. He's discovered punk music and he's made it his entire identity. Um, on Saturdays, uh, I play Calvin Scooter Hobbs, the ersatz captain of the Fortune's Favor, in our Starforged game Starsworn. That one's a lot of fun. It's 4 players, 4 GMs, all the same people.
Every time you say your character's name, there's always at least one person in the Twitch comments going, Scoots! I'm so sorry I cut you off.
No, I understand. Kevin said it once on stream and it hasn't gone away since. But stop calling me Scoots. Uh, and on Sunday, I play Gav the Grin, our big lovable dumbass slash back alley Batman, and freer of children because jail is a big deal in Freiburg, even though punishment not so much. Um, that's on Shadow of the Vocterm. Gav's a lot of fun to play. He's a lot of fun to. The campaign's a lot of fun. Really interesting. It is the most
good.
alive city setting that I've ever played in. I've
This is
never
so good.
I've never been in a campaign where the background has felt so there. So definitely check that out.
Tiosa is great.
Cios is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Cyberpunk Red is brought to us by R. Talsorian Games and it was written by the venerable Mike Pondsmith. Our VTT is Roll20. I forgot my notes. I'm trying to remember it off by heart.
You got this.
We
Let me
believe
just
in
pull the
you.
notes up. Character art is done through Hero Forge. I would say and/or Scarred's Fingers, but he's not here, and he used a Hero Forge this time, anyways. Pixabay is where we got the background image, and we can thank our resident artist, Thunderscape7, for making it background art. One final little thing before we start. Cyberpunk is a world of dystopia, and people do what they have to in order to get by. Life is short in Night City, and death and grief play a central role in the story right now. Our players have an X card for when things get too heavy. You guys don't. I'm not telling you not to watch the show. I'm just warning you ahead of time so that you can take care of yourself in case these topics are not suitable for you. And if you're going to do drugs, do it in moderation. Speaking of drugs, maybe it was the booze. Maybe it was the weight of the past hour. Maybe it was the memory foam mattress. But the second that Exit and Kraken and Red Death crawled into their respective beds at the Cube Hotel, sleep crept up from behind and chloroformed your ass. You remember blue swirls and Magic's tired eyes from the videos she left. And then the complimentary kibble pack dispenses from the wall and you're jolted awake. You are each in separate rooms, but they're functionally identical. Tight, almost claustrophobic, Cube hotel rooms are known for their economy, not their luxury. The recessed bed folds to become a or a table and chair. The shower is also a bidet and has a fog-proof mirror display with sink all in one. There's just enough headroom that both Exit and Kraken don't have to, but still feel the need to duck every time they cross the single light in the ceiling. It's maybe 6 meters square total, less than 50 square feet for the Americans and Canadians who are too old for metric. You leave your cubes to find the other one standing across the narrow hallway. Red Death's cube still says occupied and the door is locked. You've known him long enough that that's Red Death for fuck off, I'm busy. There is a fairly steady stream of people flowing in and out of these cubes. Not much in the way of privacy at the moment, so you head downstairs. Molly is sitting in the parking lot, Skell dangling their legs off the tailgate. The side mirrors are missing, and she's been tagged with the logo of the Night City Death Dealers, the local combat soccer team, who won last night. Skell waits for you to approach.
Vehicle, really?
Hey, at least they didn't slash the tires.
Minor boss, I can fix her up. She will be better. Just tell me what you want. I got skills. They're multiplying.
I
And
got
car
that.
fixing is one of them.
We'll talk later.
Sure.
Need anything more from me, boss?
No, you're good.
All right. Listen, I'm sorry about magic.
I'll be
Sucks.
okay. Eventually.
Yeah. It's Night City for you.
Yeah, exactly. Take care, boss.
You too?
And they sort of walk off. So where are you guys been going to go? You've both been told to lay low, and that means no gigs and no sneaking. That was pointed specifically at Red Death, but he's not here and nobody's going to admit that. But that's not stopping you from spending the next few days doing prep work. What do you do?
I don't know what you are planning. If you meet something, I will be there. But I have ideas. I need to work. I need. Can you buy me some stuff, or do you need time for yourself? Exit. I can get it through Mr. Bones or find another fixer if you need the time. I totally get it. But
Kraken, I need shit to do. I can't do
okay.
gigs, so I might as well go get you stuff.
Amazing. Here's a list. I will save everybody. I got an idea how to combat Catman. It will work. It will be glorious. Oh,
You work on that. I'm gonna work on a plan to combat my parents.
okay. If you need any help,
Really, we're dealing with the same thing, I fear.
yes, it's a two-prong attack. I think it's called in English. Like
Well, they're
one
working.
flank, second flank.
Oh, one will lead to the other eventually.
Yep. Of course. And you know, if you need anything, I'm your man. I got your back if you need it. I know you're an independent, badass woman, and you don't need no man. But I'm gonna start royal using royal we because I thought about it, and I will be calling myself the Hoyr of Krakens because I like that last compliment from Magic, and I want to remember her by. Like, just think about it, a whole bunch of Krakens singing about socialism. It's a glorious idea.
Great. You know what? Why just have one? Yeah.
Yes,
Glad
I
to
conquer
have you
multitudes.
all with me. Right?
Thank you. We are, yes. I also use he, him. So it's interchangeably, I think. So, something like the doctor being. But don't worry about it. You can use whatever fits you. I won't be mad if you say she, her. I love myself, and I'm.
Kraken still works for you, right? Because that's
Yes,
pretty much
it
all I
will
call
be
you.
easier. I know it will be easy. It will take time. Just use what works for you. But I
I
just
think
want
Kraken
to.
encapsulates all of this just fine.
Thank you. But we
No
contain
worries.
multitudes.
What
So let's go
Sorry, I missed
shopping.
that.
We contain multitudes.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I washed down the kibble with some. Oh, you don't like when I say I do it, but yeah, I drank a beer on the way. Sorry, I I have drinking a beer on the way, so that's maybe my English is not very English this morning. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Audio processing disorder.
Yes,
It's just like
no
that.
problem. Yeah, yes, we can work. We can. We have problems, but we are functioning, and it's good. And yeah, that's a success in this city. Let's go shopping.
Got it.
We,
All right. So while you guys are figuring out what you want to purchase slash do for the next couple of days. We are going to go to magic. Dear magic. You're sitting in a field of clover and wildflowers, a sea of colors shimmering in the breeze like a living thing. You're wearing a white summer dress, and you can feel the sun on your face. You can hear the flow of a river nearby, but can't place where. You haven't had a swim in a real river ever. So you decide you want to go find it. There's a hill just over there. Maybe you can get a vantage point. At the top of this hill is a big tree, nice and shady, with a swing hanging from one of the boughs. You can see a river. It's a ways from there, slow moving and shallow, maybe a meter deep in the middle. You could take the walk, or you could rest here and enjoy the breeze. You'll have a place to sit. What do you decide to do?
She's gonna sit on the swing and just kind of enjoy this.
You take your seat and close your eyes. Eventually, impulse takes over, and you start to pump your legs a little. You can't help it. It's a swing. You know, everybody does it.
Mhm.
And if they don't, then they don't have enough fun in life, and they should really reconsider their life choices. You don't, you don't try too hard. You just want to feel the motion. It was such a small act of rebellion. After all the responsibility of being a CEO, all the drama of being a freaking Silverlocke, and all the peril of the life you've led, to a grown woman, sympathy swinging. It was the best time of your life. A few minutes pass, and you begin to feel hands pushing you gently. Normally we'd be on a boat, but I'm just babysitting today.
Do I know this person?
You
Voice?
don't recognize the voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and see who this is.
You turn around and you don't see anything. A side effect. You are not ready for a face-to-face with the likes of me.
And you
But the
are?
pushing does stop. In any other life, a friend.
It failed.
Did it?
Yeah. It failed.
What did you fail?
If I'm here, then didn't make it, did I?
You're here, but not for long. Like I said, babysitting.
She stabilized me.
You died on the trip,
All right.
but she made sure you were alive for them to find you.
And when do I go back?
Soon. We have time for a few more questions.
I don't really know what to ask you. I didn't exactly plan on dying was not part of my plan.
Never is.
I mean, it was part of one plan that I had at one point, but not the one I ended up on.
You trusted your friend with your fear.
I trusted my best friend with my life.
She did not fail you. You did not fail her. You are lucky, little magic. It appears our time is up. Hopefully, not for many years. You feel the swing pull back, and then the mighty shove as you are pushed and launched through the air. Flailing, you plummet towards the ground. Down and down and down, and the last thing you experience before everything goes black is the caress of a lily against your cheek. So, now that I've had that little segue, what have Exit and Kraken decided they're going to do for the next 3 to 4 days?
You go first, Exit.
She's gonna get Kraken the supplies he wanted and reconnaissance. She can't really put anything into motion or she doesn't really know how right now. Plus, we need to lay low for now. And as much as that bothers her, she's gonna do it.
Okay. So
He's probably gonna go see Mr. Bones at some point and be like, please, is there anything I can do? Anything at all? Please.
you find Bones at you actually find him at Spare Ribs, the barbecue joint on the coast, the shoreline. He's probably the busiest you've seen him in a while. You know, Bones is at the point where he's kind of like, I like to party, right? And but he's been all over town. It actually took you most of the day to find him. And
She
he
would have
looks,
checked all of his normal spots first.
yeah, you literally checked everywhere. You were going to go across the river to Esqueleto to check to see if he went, went there, because that's the last place on the island. That's not on the island. And when he sees you come in, he hands an agent off to another fixer that works for Bones, and he kind of basically drops everything, more or less, and comes over to you and is like, "You're not supposed to be here, Exit."
I'm not supposed to be doing gigs, you said.
I told you to chill.
Easier said than done.
You hear in the background, "I told you."
Did I make you lose a bet?
Rummages through his pockets. See him. Yes.
I'm terribly sorry.
It was a sucker bet. Never should have took it.
No.
How are you holding up? You haven't lost anyone on a gig before. How are you holding up?
I'll live.
Kind of like he's waiting for you to actually answer him. Come on, spit it out.
And this is Exit that has already put up her front again.
Yeah. And Bones knows. He sees right through you.
Yeah. Can't put the way I feel into words. there's a sort of desperation that is hoping I wake up from this dream. But it's real.
But it's real. They didn't teach you, like, biological chemistry or anything like that when you were out in the Badlands as a kid? Because the doctor's complaining about supplies and equipment. I gave him a chemistry set from 1975. Do you know what's in one of those fucking things?
Quite a bit.
Exactly. But no, it doesn't have enough.
Wrong people. You're talking when I was a kid. I learned some things later on.
But not exactly.
Not exactly.
Nah, didn't think so. How's the squid doing?
That's always a hard question to answer. He's cracking. Kraken's just cracking.
What's he trying to do right now? He's
Wants
not
to
drinking,
help.
is he?
You don't have any bets riding on that, right?
I'm not that bad. Give me some credit.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure because you did take quite a stupid bet.
$20 is $20.
And that's $20 you gave away. So I'm just saying. Just making sure.
All right. So Bones is not really, you kind of like, this is the back and forth you go for about 20 minutes. Him trying to tell you not to do anything, don't worry about it, go back to bed. And you still trying to get something out of him that you can say, okay, this is actionable, I can work on it. And eventually you figure out that Red Death's little soiree at the FedEx is what I'm basically calling it. The narcotics FedEx meeting that he broke up. It's caused that whole kind of system to disrupt. There's a drug shortage in Night City to make drugs. There's plenty of drugs, but the drugs you need to make the drugs are few and far between now. It's a great investment or it's a great opportunity, but at the same time, it's also made Bones's job harder because they've decentralized even further. But what you do kind of get out of it is that everybody that's been working on it or working on distribution, acquisition's a big problem. They've been meeting at the Afterlife because where else would you go in Night City? And sorry, I'm trying to make this up as I go along.
Fine. I'm here for the ride.
Yeah.
Didn't Mr. Bones get a whole lot of product from Red Dead, breaking up the thing? I thought,
You honestly, what Red Death was able to get from the carnage that he left behind,
yep,
um, they were able to get some chemicals, but I mean, a lot of them are used in a lot of other drugs.
yep,
It's one of those things where you cause the bond in a certain way and it creates a completely
yep,
different
I
chemical, but
totally
you need to
get it.
know where they're getting to.
But I thought Mr. Bones would get banned from that because there's a shortage. So he can sell it to the buyer's market, maybe to the piranhas.
That is the thought. The piranhas are kind of in the race to make a knockoff of Rainbow because
Yep.
of course they would. If anybody knows who the chemicals are going to, it's probably the piranhas. They're sort of Night City's gang of Walter Whites, but they sample their own product, so
Yes.
they're just as cracked out as their
Uh, I,
customer base.
I don't want to. I'm gonna mute myself because didn't want to interrupt exit scene, but you said that you have problems with writing the next idea. Kraken would try to get Mr. Bone, like convince Mr. Bones to work with the piranhas on a counter rainbow. Think one of the things that he wants to buy with on the shopping trip with exit is like getting his nails done, getting new tattoos, getting spiffy clothes, and a 3D printer because he's planning to talk to the doctor, talk to Cherdok AI, and try to form a plan to get a pitch meeting with the piranhas to
Okay.
get them to work with the doctor and with himself on a counter drug.
Okay. That's
That's
actually
his
not what I
idea.
was expecting. But I love the idea. It will take you guys, it will take you some time for sure. This is not
Definitely.
something that Kraken's going to be able to
Yep,
crack out in a
I
few days.
understand.
Um, the current issue is that in order to get in with the piranhas, you first have to like actually get an in with them. That is not something Exit has currently. It's not one of the gangs that she's connected with. Uh, and you guys do some sniffing around together because this is kind of where you've converged an idea. In order to get a meeting with the piranhas, you're going to need to provide a viable product for them to consider.
Yeah, so to do that, because one of the things he was thinking on is doing the anti-rainbow personal suit that would block all of the personal
The
yep personal
Faraday cage.
yep
Yeah,
personal
I
Faraday
remember that.
cage. Yep.
The idea
Yep.
is so stupid, but I love it.
Yep.
Because technically, from a scientific standpoint, it works. Um,
And that was the other 500 eddies that he would spend because after he thinks that magic's dead, and after what happened to magic, he says, "No, I won't pay for platinum health insurance. I'm gonna make drugs and make personal Faraday cages now and
I
get
don't
new
need
clothes."
healthcare. I need
Yes.
drugs and a Faraday cage.
Yes.
That sounds like a fun Friday night. Um, check that one out and Kraken After Dark. Uh,
Definitely. His new personal garden page.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Conspiracy of Krakens.
Yes.
So you guys start to work on that. Exit, I am going to need a roll out of you. Let me just pull up. I guess that would be your. I guess it's just haggle.
23.
23. And Kraken, I would like a. Oh, boss.
Manufacturer?
No, you're still doing research.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, what I would like out of you
Because I was
is
thinking that Kraken would try to get it from the angle that we have nailed down the kind of the scientific side from the doctor, the basic. And what doctor didn't think about is that Rainbow is an evolving product because it's mix of AI and physical
yeah.
drugs. And Kraken is trying to talk with Cherdok and
Mhm.
think about what Catman is doing with the personal pseudo AI from the agents, because his working theory is that Mr. Catman, Mr. Cheshire, is having cats on a leash, and like agents in their original form was supposed to be a personal game made by a pseudo AI, and then it was reprogrammed to be a sub-top cell phone.
Okay.
And Kraken thinks that Cheshire has taken the old idea of pseudo AI in personal games, and then that he's having those little SI AI kitties, unleashes, and that's how he's controlling the rainbow addicts. That's his working theory for now. I don't know if it's true, but that's what he thinks.
um, okay. So give me a moment while I translate that because
Okay,
that was a grade A Kraken ramble and like
I'm sorry.
pure ADHD stream of consciousness. Luckily, that's my native language, so just give me a sec. Um,
No problem.
It's a
so
language I speak, but can't understand.
Yes.
yeah, the stream of consciousness word vomit is it's a skill. Um, so yeah, you work with Dr. Being and you kind of get some conversation with Chair Dog. You make sure that the two of them never actually speak together.
Mhm.
You keep them two separate. Chair Dog is the server that you talk to him at is at the Golden Bone, just to remind you.
Yep. And
Um,
that's why Kraken would go to the Golden Bone to work on his stuff
mhm. And
at the
yeah,
rooms.
and Dr. Being is at the Captain Steelbones Happy Time
No,
Fun
no,
Park
that
in
one. Yep.
Pacifica.
Yep. So he would go between those
Yeah.
to meet with the doctor and make a plan with him.
So you guys start to like concoct some theories between the three of you and the correspondence. So what I'm going to need from you, Kraken, just to like start this off, because
Yep.
you're obviously going to be working on this for a while.
Yes, it's a long project, long-term
Yes.
project. I get it.
I would like you to roll. We will start with an education library search.
Okay, education, library search, and what library search? Oh, I get it.
Okay,
What's
I'll
the
take the
rule?
23 because it's more fun that way. And then a technique medical tech.
medical tech. I don't have anything in that, but I will try. One moment, I will find it. Medical tech, where is it?
Medical tech's on the right-hand column, but halfway down.
Electronic security, first aid,
It's right under first
land
aid.
vehicle. I have a paint draft sculpture. I don't think I have medical tech. You have to be I think you have to have the class for medical tech, I think.
No, that's in
Because
order to. You need the med tech stuff.
because under first aid I
It's not a
read
med tech
paint.
role.
Yeah,
It's just first
it's
aid
not a
and
med tech. The
Oh,
med tech
it's
stuff is
first
in
aid,
there. It's
okay.
in their medicine. It's in their medicine thing. So I guess yeah, we can call it first aid.
Because I don't see medical tech here because I got paint draft sculpture under what you
Actually,
said.
yeah, you might actually be right.
Paramedic might be what you're closest to, and that's under technique.
Yep. Yeah, let's give a paramedic roll as well.
Okay.
I wish I could help with this.
9. Kraken,
Yep.
you're having trouble with
The medicine part.
the medicine part. The research was easy for you. You know, looking for words, finding articles, you were really good at like picking up the theory of it, but
Yeah,
once
but he doesn't have the medical knowledge.
yeah,
And
he doesn't
seeing
have that.
Yep.
And so your first attempt fails.
Yep. That's very understandable.
Wow.
Can I add a little flavor at this?
Yeah.
Seeing that Kraken would find a night course at the Night City University, and it's for free because there is a
I was
very
actually
little
just looking at
medical
that.
care,
Yes.
and
Yeah, there is
he's yep.
yeah, Night City University, unlike well, a lot of places in the world, you know, proof that Night City is somehow a better timeline. They provide free courses for people during the time of the Red.
Yeah. And the
Basically,
idea is that if a Kraken makes to level 4 of tech, he will the next level he wants to take if in the future is medtech, but that won't probably happen. But that's the idea that there's a waiting list in
yeah,
that
many
course.
arms,
so,
many skills.
Yep. So that's his plan for the future. That he will not probably survive. I just wanted to add it in game.
Okay. So as you
It
guys are working
fails.
on that, Magic, your eyes flutter open to reality. You recognize the interior of a trauma team hospital room, which is, distressing. But you're transfixed at a goddess at the foot of your bed, resplendent and glowing white in the morning sun. Good morning, Goblin. She coos in your mother's voice. It's so weird. It looks just like her.
Do I have anything near me, even if it's like a stuffy, like anything like that, or no?
Give me a awareness perception roll.
33.
33.
Crit success.
You've been in the world of the living for all of about 30 seconds at this point, and you have already thrown a cup of water at this woman who obviously wasn't expecting it. She gets it, just right in the face. You haven't done that since you were 2.
I had to make sure you were real.
Goblin.
You don't know what I've been through.
When I heard you went to Singapore, I went looking, and I couldn't find you there. So I assumed Adrian was lying to me.
Always assume Adrian's lying. Isn't that what you taught me?
Give me a human perception roll. That's social.
I had to remember that again. I'm like, where
Sorry.
is this? 17.
17. There's a tenseness in her body language when you respond.
How long was I out for?
It's been 3 days. She comes over to your bedside and crouches enough that you can kind of just look her in the eyes. I mean, you've been propped up a little bit, but you're still pretty much lying flat on your back. She clasps your hand in both of hers and kisses it. They told me you died. Her voice is barely a whisper.
Yeah, apparently I did.
What happened, Goblin? I told Adrian to make sure you never came back to this place.
I got a job. I also got information that brought me back. And then it was supposed to be a quick in and out, and the job kept getting longer and longer. And
That's
then
how this. Go ahead.
Indy found out I was back.
Your brother. Those 2 words pack so much loaded.
Yep.
So much baggage. Your brother. So you saw him.
I've seen him a couple times. And Dad. And Eddie.
He's still alive.
They're keeping him calm with electroshock therapy.
That's new.
I mean, if it's working, it's working.
I certainly hope so. That animal deserves to stay in the cage they put him in.
Yeah.
This wasn't the deal that I made, Goblin. Indy was supposed to be next in line. He wanted it. And that's why he got the reduced sentence.
Yeah.
What did he say to you? She's not talking about Indy.
Adrian, Eddie, or Dad?
My husband.
I'm
The
surprised
amount
you're
of
still
ice.
married.
The amount of ice in her voice.
Oh yeah, and that's why Magic says immediately back, I'm surprised you're still married.
He won't sign the fucking papers because
course
that
not.
would mean that Alan made a mistake.
Of course not.
But I've moved on.
Good.
Other than, and she points at your chest. How are you, dear?
And she even looks, and it's the same place, right? Yeah.
We made the joke that it's the exact same spot that Red shot her.
Very early on. Honestly, hurts less than the first time.
It happened twice.
Yeah, the first time my partner thought that it would be a really good idea to try and shoot somebody over my shoulder. He missed.
He's a dead man.
Mom,
All right.
you'd actually like him much more than Chance.
She was so wrong for you.
And Adrian just kept pushing it.
I am going to have a talk with that man.
I mean, at the time, I didn't even know he was Adrian.
My brother-in-law is a lot of things. Loyal, chief among them. Intelligence, not so much. You look good.
I'm trying. Definitely. And she kind of realizes she doesn't have her agent, so she can't mess with her stuff at the moment.
Oh, what color is her hair right now?
Since it's probably actually back to her natural color, which is not silver, it is black like her mom's.
It always did look better natural, hun.
Yeah.
During this, you realize that she's been typing with one hand on her agent while talking to you with the other.
Still
And
working?
eventually, always. People always need things.
Yeah, they do.
I want to get my daughter out of this fucking hospital. Where would you like to go? Revenge can wait. There's a robo taxi downstairs. We can go wherever you want. And there's a pause. Even the airport.
I need to find a couple of people.
All right. Where to first?
Uh, why is that where you choose? And yep, the Golden Bone. I know I can find bones there.
You're working for Bones?
Remember the job I told you about?
Oh, this is going to be fun.
On day 3, I feel like Exit would be there with him. She needs things to do. And if it's just to chill with Bones and help him figure things out, she's doing that.
Yeah, this is one of those sort of comedic montages where Exit is trying to help and Bones and everyone else is trying to get her to not help.
Trying to get me to leave, but I just won't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kitty sacks in the background.
at one point, Eight Ball's like trying to physically body block you, but he's 120 pounds soaking wet, so it doesn't work.
Exit would just
He doesn't talk, but he's like making gestures at you. None of this is flammable, and you've started 4 fires.
maybe that's because no one will let me fucking help.
Maybe.
Exit, and Bones knows this, is someone who stays busy.
Yeah, and I would say that Kraken is there too. Just
Kraken would try to pick exits bones, not exit bones, exits brains about
Exits
medical
balls?
stuff to
They're
ask her
massive, let me tell you.
medical. Yeah. Yep. He would try to ask her question about medicine because he ran into a snag in his projects. And he knows that Exit is good at
Should I
his
roll paramedic?
yeah, actually, roll me paramedic.
17.
We're gonna sort of combine this with the operator roll from earlier. Um, in your attempt to help by not helping, but you're totally helping, but no one's supposed to know that you're helping.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. Don't worry about it. You
Kraken's gonna tell on me eventually, but
No, he won't.
100%. Uh,
He's very sneaky.
Kraken's
Mhm.
also famously bad at keeping secrets for long.
Kraken has a
That's true.
terrible poker face. I'm sorry.
No, his face is dead. Oh, maybe that's the one thing he's gonna change in the shopping montage to have face plates to finally move his face a little and tear ducts.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are sort of doing your own thing, and Exit, you have kind of started to collect a list of chemicals that are, that they have that are currently being um like in demand. Like you're figuring out what's currently in demand right now. It's a lot of,
Every
really
time
big words.
every time Bones walks by her, she like kicks her feet up onto the table and is just leaning back.
And Kraken is
Once in a
listening.
while, he's like,
And
as he walks by.
then she just goes back to it.
Give me a stealth roll.
Oh, is that
You can use luck.
Awareness?
no body? It's in body.
Body. Ooh. Yeah,
Critical
Make
fail.
14.
your feet, and then you rolled a -10
Level 6.
Yeah.
with an 8 dex. Yeah, so that's a 5 because when you get a critical fail in this game, you roll against your roll.
One time
Uh,
he's like walking by and she's too locked into figuring
Yeah.
things out.
yeah, you're like looking through a
Like she doesn't even notice him come.
yeah, until you start to hear the whirring of his servos like right next to your ear. What you doing, Exit?
It's just a slow head turn. Nothing.
Like in
I'm
a horror
resting.
movie.
Like you asked me to.
Uh-huh. Takes the papers away.
No. And she grabs them.
Exit.
Let me do this thing. You won't let me do anything else. I'm losing my mind. Please.
8. How many times has she done this now that I didn't notice? You can see 8-Ball from across the room. He's sitting at the bar. He just starts going like this. Fine. You can just you're not allowed to leave the building, okay? 8. Don't let her leave.
I assume 8-Ball like locks eyes with Exit and just goes,
Well, he points to where his eyes would be.
yeah.
Because he's like 2-Ball. It's just a complete
Yeah.
blank slate. Yeah, it's just the really slow. He
And Exit just nods.
starts to slowly clean the bar.
Pikes up, take the door.
uh it's when the entire bar just goes quiet. that you realize that something has changed. Give me a perception roll, both exit and Kraken. That's awareness.
31.
31.
Magic's here.
Crit success.
Sorry, I don't know what I know.
Great
You tell me.
success.
Great success.
Yeah. So had to. So yeah, exit. You immediately clock that everybody's looking at the front door.
I only
Exit
have a 17,
then
so
looks at the
probably
front door.
busy with something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, with the 17, Kraken, you're kind of like looking around at everybody else going, what the hell? And 8 just sort of grabs your head
Yeah.
and
I'm
points
still
it.
fully listening. My child just won't stop scratching at the door, so I'm gonna bring her in to say hi and hope that.
Yay!
Wait,
We have a break. Doggy break.
cat break.
Cat break.
Oh, cat break.
Do,
Animals!
do,
Animals.
do.
Cats are great as well. I love.
Fur baby.
Hello!
Hello, Pike.
Oh,
So yeah,
adorable.
No, you know better.
so exit, you turn and you look at the front door and there are 2 silhouettes. The first that comes out, uh, and Magic, she did this in front of you in the car. Your mother, Willow Silverlocke, has completely, where did I fucking put it? I had the change somewhere. Where did I do it? Or did I forget to write it down? No, I didn't write. Where is it?
Take a deep
Sorry.
breath, you will find it.
I'm
I
trying to
believe
go
in
through
you.
my notes here. Give me a sec. All right, there we go.
Fully get
No
it.
problem,
I
it's okay.
understand.
You're doing great.
So yeah, when you guys were in the taxi, your mother started just taking her clothes off, and she started pulling spare clothes from like hidden pockets in her on her body, and they shift, and she goes from the white power suit to something that you would not have expected her in a million years to wear. A bright sin leather bomber jacket with a lighted interior collar, skin tight pants, and heeled boots.
Mommy? Went from mom to mommy real quick there.
Definitely.
And beside her is a ghost. She looks tired. She looks weak. But it's undoubtedly magic.
Exit is just standing there stunned. And she's been so locked into working. And like her eyes are just welling up with tears. Like she doesn't know how to move right now. But she's very
Kraken
visibly standing and looking at her.
Mhm.
Willow seems to completely ignore the fact that, this is happening and just saunters down the stairs, her black ponytail swinging slowly or as she goes down the stairs. She goes up to 8 Ball, knocks twice on the table, has downs 2 shots, and looks to Bones. Bones, like it, you've never seen Bones short circuit in front of a beautiful woman before, but he stops. You see him. He adjusts his jacket, straightens his hat. Scylla, it's been too long, sister. He comes around the bar and gives her a big hug, lifting her up off the ground, and she looks to Bones. She looks to Exit, think we're interrupting something. Right, right. Biz in the back. And they go up to Bones's office, which overlooks the majority of the dance floor. And at that, I'm just gonna say the NPCs, they all kind of like continue going back to doing what they were doing, cleaning tables, doing prep, bone stuff. And it's just the three of you. Kraken's at the
Kraken,
bar, Exit's at a table standing, and Magic's still at the top of the stairs.
Kraken would start walking towards Magic, and he would give his new medical faceplates and tear ducts a run for their money, because he would just start to scrunch his face. He would start to cry his fake tears, and he would just say, "Are you real, or are you another one of my delusions? Can I hug you too? Can I get a hug to
And
know that you're real?"
And before any of that happens, Exit, like, somehow, I rolled for this.
Yeah, I totally gave it to you. No problem.
She,
Kraken
like,
is-
breaks out of her freeze and just runs to Magic and hugs her, like, lifting her off the ground. And she just starts crying.
While the hug is happening, you'll hear because Magic. Yep. this
She's
all
not
just gonna be
hugging
really
her too hard,
Oh no,
but
she's
it's like a
trying.
firm hug.
Yeah, but she's not trying to cry herself. And she just says, "You stabilized me."
Thank God. Thought it didn't work.
I was dead. Did they tell Magic how long she was dead for?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't know. Willow knows.
Okay. I was dead, and they brought me back. If I wasn't stabilized, though, they couldn't have done it. Please tell me that those things didn't get red.
It's just doing what Red does.
Dealing with it alone. Got it.
Yeah. And Exit, she broke out of her freeze, but now she just doesn't want to let go. Never
Kraken
again.
would just.
She like whispers into her ear, never again.
Don't think we need to.
Promise?
If this works, promise.
No. Promise now.
Listen to my plan, and then I will.
Fine. I'm just-
Kraken, seeing that they're hugging,
Is Kraken getting in on the hug?
he wouldn't, because he didn't get consent. He would be happy
Oh.
enough to stand next to them and just see that she is real. He would just say,
Magic
"I am
would.
proud of you. You are a badass. Don't ever do that again. But you almost took my new eyes, and I thought that I would have another. I'm not mad at you. You are amazing. You are a member of this team. You are important.
Yeah,
Don't ever think that you are not important. The Hoir of Krakens are happy that you are here. We are singing the song of joy."
While he is talking, it is just one arm reaches out and just pulls him into the hug.
He would hug him, but he would be very, very gentle, because he's like afraid that she would break, because she looks so. week, but he's very, very happy.
Indy thinks I'm dead. We
Yes,
have the laptop, right?
Yes.
yes.
Nail in coffin.
That's brilliant.
Say that one more time.
You're brilliant.
Part of me knew that I needed to die. But the only way that was going to happen is in a life or death situation with either you or Red. And I'm sorry, Exit.
There were other ways this could have been done.
Yes, next time, less
Next
method.
I would be so mad at you right now if I wasn't so happy to see you alive.
More acting next time.
If you've never dealt with a Silverlocke, you know that the only way to do it is to really do it.
That was the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah, dying's not fun. 10 out of 10 would not do again.
We're not doing that again. No. Not
I
happening.
don't
Not ever again.
I don't think we'll need to.
Actually, I have the laptop on me.
Bet.
And she like runs to the bag that she has. Come sit.
Because she's still that's right. That's when Magic was the workaholic.
Oh yeah, you took it from her. I thought it was still at the mansion.
I did too.
Yes.
I forgot Exit had it on her. Oh my word. So that means yeah,
Workaholic
You do
bestie.
this stuff, I get a present for you. I get a
I
suit
actually
that
need you,
will
Kraken.
keep you safe. Okay. Because I get the idea, but I will do what you need.
And
I'm all
before they
yours.
go to the table, Exit's like as she breaks from the hug, she's just gonna like gently grab Magic's face. Thank you for coming back.
I told you I would. I knew just not there.
Just touching with one finger to make sure she's real.
I'm real.
Okay.
And she goes back to pull up Pandora's box.
Exit like sorts her papers and like stacks them.
What do I need to roll to find Pandora's box again?
I think it was just basic tech.
Not security tech.
No. She's not working on locks or anything. It's just,
It was just there.
yeah. It's in technique.
I went through everything else but there.
Basic tech. Technique.
10.
10. You can't find it.
Yep, that was literally why she's like, Kraken.
Can I roll?
Yep.
And is it tech? It's basic tech or
Yep,
technique?
basic tech.
Okay.
That's good.
22.
22, yep.
We needed
So
that.
you're gonna feel really bad about this, Magic, because all Kraken did is he hit right click and did show hidden items,
Here you go.
and then it just popped up.
I'm very happy to
This
be
is
your
the second
techman.
time Magic has been thwarted by basic computer systems, and it was the same laptop. This laptop hates her.
That
Yes.
she's just a girl. She's just a
That's why
girl.
you meet Kraken.
Yeah. And so she pulls it open so that Exit and Kraken can see everything that's in there finally.
She already showed Exit.
Yeah, but Kraken didn't get to see.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
this
and
is-
even if he thought he forget. Because it's Kraken. He would forget.
Yeah. So yeah, just to summarize for those watching at home. No comment there, Kevin. The Pandora's box is not only a strip club somewhere in Night City, don't ask. Um, sorry, got to run with that joke. Uh, it is a collection essentially of all of the hyper illegal shit that the Argent Key have done under the supervision of one indie Silverlocke. Um, some of the conditioning tests have his signature and his own notes on how to improve the process. There are sign offs on a double cross involving a shipment of guns, which nearly killed Big Red and Steve. Um,
He also sponsored the Rotten Johnnies,
yes,
and
that was
it
the big
is
one.
felt that Mrs. Lee died on the attack, and that's what Kraken will climb onto. He killed Mrs. Lee, the fruit ninja. She needs to be avenged.
Mrs. Green.
Mrs. Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was an attack by the Rotten Johnnies and they collapsed that tower. The
I'd like to
helix.
add, just at any point she can, Exit's just like holding on to Magic's hand. She's like,
Oh.
my best friend's not dead. And I don't know what to do with myself.
As you guys are looking, you hear from behind you, oh, he has been a naughty boy.
Yeah, immediate slam.
We get to
Mom.
meet your mom.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
in character.
Yeah, you
Who is
Willow
the school
Silverlock.
lady that's in character?
Oh, the kids think I'm cool. Your friends think I'm cool, Laura.
Yes, miss, you are.
Is this your mom?
Yeah.
Willow.
Oh, that explains a lot.
I'm
Yes,
and she like a true fixer.
Yeah. She takes your hand, she shakes it. Firm, very firm handshake. Give me a human perception roll.
25.
25.
Right.
Game recognizes game. This is another fixer.
She kind of just like clocks it with a nod.
Guns. Mostly.
I do a bit of everything.
Never a bad choice in Night City.
Nah.
You should branch out. A little bit of a wink.
Kraken would just bow to her and say, we are the chorus of Krakens. We work on computers and technology stuff. Our hands are too grimy and dirty to miss. I'm just very happy to see you. It's a joy to
You
meet
have the
you.
most interesting friends.
Yeah, this is just two of them.
Where's the cute one?
Exit's not cute. Okay. I'm kidding.
Yeah, at where's the cute one? You definitely see Magic's face go bright red. Doing what he normally does, which is pouting and being
Brooding in the shadows.
by himself.
That's not any fun. I wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
Another time. So what does my little goblin have planned? I can see those gears grinding, honey.
He thinks I'm dead. He just needs a ghost to haunt him now.
You always did love tormenting him.
He was the easier of the two. Eddie
Through
I mean,
things.
Eddie was easy to torment, but that generally meant getting ran down a hall and locking myself in my room for 4 hours. But Indy was a lot easier.
You always did know how to push his buttons.
And he gave me all the ammunition I need. And she'll actually then open it up and show her everything he has been doing. Because is she stitching again? Yes, she is.
As she should.
Bitch complained about magic
Sibling
stitch.
energy.
Yeah. She kind of looks, continues to look over your shoulder and like clicks certain files, looks at. She's not interested in the same things you guys are. Like it's very interesting what exactly she is looking at. Um, I would need a human perception roll from all of you if you're trying to suss it.
19.
Why can I remember this? Where this
It's
is?
social.
15.
And then exit gets okay. So exit, you kind of figure it out. Because you've been doing it for 3 days. She's playing the supply chain game. Except she's doing it in her head.
I
And
needed graph paper.
yeah. Exit needed a whole threadboard.
She like has a small stack of papers.
Yeah. And these are, she points to them.
Same thing you're doing, just on paper. Different circumstance. And she explains.
A mind control drug. Well, that's interesting.
It is.
What's
not a
the
fun time.
Exit just like slowly turns to magic and goes, "You're okay."
Yeah.
It's an evolving drug based on artificial
Other bit-
intelligence.
You're okay.
Yeah. Shit.
You're you right now and you're here.
Yeah.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Do you want to tell her or do you want me to tell her?
Let's
Laura.
work together on it. So I
So-
went on a mission. I went into a place without properly making sure nothing was aerosolized because who the fuck aerosolizes drugs?
A lot of people actually, and part of the problem was I wasn't there.
And I went in without a secondary. Got
I told you
addicted
not to.
got addicted to rainbow against my will.
There's a long pause as she processes this, and then I never would have expected you to be the impulsive one.
We needed information, and I needed to get it fast.
There it is. She taps Exit's hand, just kind of like a reassuring pat. I'm sorry you got caught up in my family business. We sow chaos. And apparently my
noticed.
daughter is much like the rest of us.
I've noticed.
A junkie. My daughter was a junkie.
For a very short amount of time.
And she was trying really hard to not.
I really did.
It's really potent, miss. And it's very Pilia. We love your daughter as a friend in the Greek friendship way.
In going back to Exit's 19, you can tell that Willow is teasing magic. She's milking it. After it's like, I tried so hard, my daughter. I did my very best to keep her from the negative influences of this world. She I never should have let her leave the house.
Should have never left me out in Night City to begin with.
I had to make a deal for your safety, hun.
True.
I tried to keep her safe.
Nothing can keep my
We all
daughter
did.
safe from my husband. He's very persuasive.
We will try harder and we'll succeed.
Oh, I'm not mad at you, honey. She pats you on the head. Not at all.
She pats Kraken on the head.
Oh, Kraken, I felt that magic. And Kraken is like a dog. Thank you, miss. No, he wouldn't do that. He values his life too much.
That's
Did
full
Kraken
cat.
introduce himself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the choir.
If he
Krakens.
didn't, Exit was just gonna be like, "This is our Kraken."
And she's just like, Solo?
No, Gearhead and also Techie. I'm thinking about branching into medicine as well.
Netrunner.
Almost makes sense. I would have guessed Solo.
Thank you.
The one who isn't here is
The dark and brooding
Solo.
one in Priscilla.
That tracks. It's,
You'll know exactly what I mean when you see him.
darling, if I had 5 eddies for every dark and brooding ninja I've hired, I would not need a job. And
When she explained what all the like workup on the papers were for, she kind of just like holds them out if she wants to read them. Just very casually.
oh no, it's all right. If you're working with my daughter, then I trust you.
I take my job very seriously.
best fixer in Night City.
The highest form of compliment.
Don't let Rogue let you hear that, honey.
Yeah, as Magic says that, Exit goes, "Okay, thanks."
Yeah, just like, now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go make my husband's life a living hell. Thank you.
Have
Good
fun.
luck, miss. I'm very
And
happy to hear that.
She saunters off. And Magic, you notice a couple of the male staff and a few of the female staff watch her as she goes. Not weird at all. No, not at all. Uh, but that's all I've got for tonight, folks.
Yes, it was
Um,
amazing.
Chad
Yeah.
is
Bo's just
trying
disheveled
to
in the
help
corner.
you.
He's just like, I'm not gonna be able to walk for days. No.
Yeah,
No.
Kraken would watch her, but not with arrows, but just with knife. Like, oh god, that's stepping out of the bar.
It's like, that's one of my best friend's mom.
Yes.
Not thinking about that. Not thinking
Yes.
about that at all.
Yeah, no, he's too in awe of her power and charisma to think anything sexual about her. She's just a force of nature.
She is a force of nature.
Yeah, like Mr.
Magic
Bones is a
smile,
friend and a
strike.
boss.
Copyright.
I was thinking it, didn't want to say it.
Yes.
I did too.
So yes, I would like to thank you guys for watching tonight. I know we're closing up a little bit early, but I will be perfectly frank. 4 is a very small group, and when one person's missing, you feel it.
Yes.
So I would like to thank you, Sans. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Brill. Thank you, Kevin, for producing and providing comedic relief at times. Although tonight was pretty funny to begin with. I'd like to thank you guys in chat for watching tonight. Thanks, Nate, for dropping the biddies. Appreciate it, bud. If you're on the YouTube, and you watched it all the way to here, please leave a like and subscribe.
And
Because I'm
say
gonna
to
assume
Bison
you
how
like it.
amazing he is.
Thank you.
Sorry, you did great. It was a great session, and you really nailed Willow Silverlocke. I'm sorry that I broke out your outro thing, but I was so
Never gonna
impressed that
recover from this.
yep, I forgot how good you were with Willow Silverlocke. She was amazing.
Honestly, I'm stealing a whole lot of I'm stealing a whole lot of other people's characters to make her. There's more than a little bit of Lady Jamae in there.
Great artist still.
Yeah, good GMs borrow,
Good.
great GMs steal. Um, but yeah, if you're on the YouTube, I'm gonna get back to that. Please leave a like, hit the notification bell so you know when we put out videos, which is a lot. There's a lot of videos. Watch our backlog if you haven't. There's plenty to watch. And 2 hours, not bad. You can get 2 episodes through in the time that you get through one episode of Critical Role. They're twice as easy to digest. Anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Thanks for making fun of me in chat. The world sucks right now. A lot of reasons. And we do what we can here to do what we can about it. Because shared pain is lessened, shared joy is increased. We love you guys. And if you don't have the spoons to be kind to each other, at the very least, be nice to each other.
Good
Bye.
night.
Night, y'all.